Hello, this is the Tradesight Forex Market Preview and International Economic Data Roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, the 24th of May, 2015, and ending Friday, the 29th of May. This will be the end of the month of May for us. Hope you had a good trading week this last week. It was a good week for us. Here's the U.S. dollar index daily chart. We did get a little bounce this last week. It was nice and led to some easy gains for us in our trading. Let's take a look at the major pairs, and then we'll look at the intra-week action. Then we'll look at the economic data that's coming out this week, see what we have to be aware of. Here's the euro dollar, kind of came back a bit, just like the dollar bouncing. That's what you would expect. Here's the pound, also came back a bit, had some pretty wide range days, which really helped us out. We had one trade was a 250 pip winner for the week. Here's the Aussie dollar, also came back a bit. Here's the New Zealand dollar, came back a bit. So everything basically, this one came back to the red static trend line, I should point out. Everything basically bounced in favor of the dollar, as you would expect. Here's the pound yen, broke out to new highs. We're getting near a 13 seeker sell signal on this one. Could happen this week if we make some new highs during the week. All right, let's take a look now at the intra week action. See what we had. Here's the euro dollar. And this is 30-minute candle, so you can see the whole week. High to low for the week, about 300 and, well, we'll call it 450 pips, basically, for the week. Basically straight down Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday settled into a range. Thursday also flat, and then Friday a little bit of movement on some news on the CPI and stuff. So we did get some extra push there on Friday. Meanwhile, here's the pound dollar. High to low for the week here was less. It was only about 300 pips, but we had some pretty good trading days back and forth. Tuesday was great on the downside. Wednesday flat. Thursday good on the upside, and Friday good on the downside. So some extra volatility there led to some nice gains for us during the week. All right, let's take a look at the economic data that's coming out this week and form sort of a roadmap for ourselves. Here's the trade balance number is the only number Sunday evening out of Japan. Then we got the Bank of Japan monthly report going into Monday. Of course, we've got the Memorial Day holiday here in the U.S., and we've got a holiday for Switzerland, France, Germany, and the U.K. on Monday. So we'll have no trade calls Sunday going into Monday. So basically a holiday around the globe. Trade balance out of New Zealand Monday night. SPPI out of Japan Monday night. Tuesday, the Switzerland's employment level. CBI realized sales out of the UK. Durable goods here in the U.S., along with the housing price index and flash services PMI. Consumer confidence, half an hour into the stock market, and new home sales, along with Richmond Manufacturing Index. We've got 12:30 Fed member speaking. We've got the minutes of the last Japanese bank policy meeting coming out Tuesday night. We've got the MI leading index out of Australia. Construction work out of Australia. That's all Tuesday night. Going into Wednesday, UBS consumption indicator out of Switzerland. Housing price index out of the UK. We've got G7 meetings day one. We've got Germany 30-year bond auction. We've got the rate announcement out of the Bank of Canada in the morning on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. It's early. Japan's retail sales. Australia's private capital expenditures. Switzerland's trade balance. Europe's German import prices. We've got the UK's second look at GDP for the first quarter. We've got preliminary business investments out of the UK along with index of services. Italian 10-year bond auction. We got the second day of the G7 meetings. Canada in Thursday morning current account, RMPI, corporate profits, and IPPI. US has the weekly unemployment claims data. Pending home sales, the natty gas and crude oil inventories. The crude oil is bumped to Thursday because of the Monday holiday. New Zealand Thursday night has building consents. UK has consumer confidence at 7:05 p.m. Eastern time Thursday evening. Japan does a big data dump. Household spending, Tokyo core CPI, national CPI, unemployment rate, and then their industrial production 20 minutes later. Australia's new home sales, business confidence out of New Zealand. Japan on Friday, early housing starts. Switzerland GDP for the first quarter. Germany retail sales, French consumer spending. Spanish flash CPI, money supply out of Europe, private loans out of Europe. Italian CPI. And then Canada's GDP for the first quarter, along with our second look at GDP for the first quarter. We already had the first look last month. Chicago PMI, revised University of Michigan sentiment numbers, and that is it. So none of our big three, nothing major to look at, but we do have some pretty good numbers in terms of GDP and stuff coming out this week. So it'll be a straightforward trading week minus the Monday holiday around the globe. So trade calls start Monday night. Hope you have a great trading week. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you haven't taken the trial of our services, you can feel free to do so, and you get a 2-week trial with that. Have a good week.